Jordin Sparks is in the building, aka Jay Speezy. What up, baby girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm jamming over here.
She's killing
it. Seat like I can't stop moving. It's
she
so
kills it.
Yes.
One of the hottest female one of the hottest DJs, not even female DJs, one of the hottest female DJs. She does her thing in Vegas.
I have to agree with that, actually.
She's dope.
Yes.
New mixtape out.
Yes.
Titled Bye Felicia.
Yes.
One of the craziest titles. And I gotta ask you, I mean, did you dedicate it to anybody in specifically? Because you got the whole world wondering.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie, you have the whole world wondering.
This is what happened. So
Okay,
I was
what
trying
happened?
to name the mixtape, and as I was doing it, you know, it got closer and closer to the wire. Like, hey, we're trying to make the graphics for this. We need a name. And I'm like, okay, so this is too emotional. This was too corny. This is too whatever. And I was just getting so frustrated. And I was like, Bye Felicia. And then I was like,
That's it.
that works. It works. It applies to whatever's going on.
Right.
Don't have time for certain people, certain things, certain situations, and different things like that. And I was just like, let's just go with it. And so we did.
So it wasn't aimed at a certain somebody. It was just,
No, it just happened to apply.
Happened
It just so happened to work. Yeah.
Very clever. Very clever. That worked.
So all your fans have been patiently waiting for you to put out new music. Like,
Yes.
when did you realize like the time is right now?
You know, I'm okay. You're either a believer or you're not, right? So
Yeah.
you either believe or you don't. And I believe that timing is everything. And so right now is just the time. Like, I had to go through what I went through the past almost 6 years, and I've had to grow, and I've grown up. I'm coming into my own. I was able to go through different experiences that also lent to my pen being able to write more.
Yeah.
Just being able to relate to different songs, because now instead of imagining what certain things feel like I know what they feel like. Like, I know what it feels like not to feel like I can't get out of bed. Like, I know what the butterflies feel like.
You mean it. You mean it when you're writing.
Yeah. So when I'm singing behind it, like, it's really there. That emotion is really there. So a lot of it just happened to fall into place this way. And so we did the mixtape in November. And I was really amazed at the response that I got. My fans are they've been so patient with me and have been waiting for so long. So I was like, okay, how can we give them a taste of the music without it being crazy? So we were like, hey, a mixtape.
And it's perfect. You can tell.
An album sampler.
Yeah, you can tell in the music is like super organic and it's real. Like, you know, a lot of emotions poured into every song, like you said.
Yeah, of course.
Was there a song in specific that like was difficult to record?
Difficult to record. Because I was recording before the whole breakup thing happened. I was recording before, during, and after. So, I mean, I would say that if there's any type of vibe or anything for the album coming out, I would say it's just feelings.
Yeah.
Because some days I walked in and I was really excited. Some days I was like, girl power. Some days I was like, I don't F with you. And some days I was like super sad and emotional. So there was a whole big roller coaster. But there was a song, it didn't make the mixtape. I don't know if it'll make the album, but it was really cathartic and very therapeutic to actually record. But it's called Losing Focus. So I don't know if it'll ever come out, but I was bawling my eyes out.
Focus.
Like, yeah, I don't even know how I even got the song recorded because I was just like a wreck. But once I did that, then I was good. Then everything else was like, yeah, I felt that. I was sad, but I wasn't sad while I was doing it. If that makes sense.
I think you got to put it on the album, man.
I can't.
Like a bonus track or something.
The thing is, it's one of those recordings that it's so emotional that you can't really understand what I'm saying. So I would probably have to re-record it, but then you would lose the emotion. So I've been going back and forth on it. I might release it. Maybe just as like a special, like, hey, here you go. Or I don't know. We'll see.
All right. And I mean, definitely you got like the club, I don't fuck with shoes type records on there.
I got some of the
a lot of club
stuff,
bangers on the mixtape. It Ain't You being one of them.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the record before we play it.
It Ain't You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I got to write on this song. Nice. And I was inspired because I was sitting in the car, I was listening to the radio, I was listening to these songs one after another, passively listening. And all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, why am I singing along to this song that's talking about how crappy of a woman I am? Like, right. And I was jamming too, like, hey. And it was like one song after another. And I was like, I myself hadn't heard any female do a response. Like, I don't know if there's one, maybe I just missed it, but I hadn't heard any girl do a response to it. And I was like, okay, I want to do this. So Salam Remy, who's executive producing my album, he's been so awesome into my corner. I was like, hey, I want to kind of remix this or whatever. How can we flip it? And I was originally going to do it to one of those tracks. And then he was like, well, let me look around and see if I can find an original one that we can do it to. So Mustard happened to have the beat. And so we found that song. Ty Dolla $ign had already written a type of song over it.
Okay.
But I could not sing the verses that he wrote.
Why not? Too dirty.
I couldn't sing those verses.
These bros ain't loving.
Well, it was way worse. It was way worse than that. But so we left the chorus. Ty Dolla $ign wrote the chorus and part of the bridge, and so we like tweaked everything, and then we rewrote the verses. And here's "It Ain't You." So it's talking about like, hey, you guys say X, Y, and Z about us, but y'all aren't that great either. So here's what happens when we're in the club and you try and step up to us. This is from our perspective.
Let's go ahead and
for
get
all my
into
ladies.
This is called "It Ain't You." Right here on Another Dirty Night. Jordin Sparks, man, brand new music. We do.
Baby, on the low, you stay on my page, cause I guess I'm your favorite, but you won't let it show. No way.
Now she's getting right down. Every word to say that you can't tell her nothing. All she hears is the beat. No, she ain't out of line. She's just out of range. So watch her as she